Alright, let's give this a shot. Here goes your merge sort tutorial. At this point you should have watched the CS50 lecture on how to do this. I would have made a video on this, except they do it way better than I ever could. Actually, they didn't say how to do it, they just explained what it is and why it's good. So we need to look at how to implement it. Full disclosure, I have not looked at any code on how to do this before this video. This is either going to be really good or really bad. We're going to find out very soon. So let's start how any one of these looks. Let's actually look at this resource I've linked to you about a visual representation of how merge sort looks. So again, if you remember, you break the array into the smallest possible pieces, one piece at a time. That's what those green boxes at the top are. And then you sort those one pieces into larger segments, so into the larger segment. So right now it's looping through the array, comparing each spot next to each other, and then it's going to repopulate the old array. There it goes. All right. Now it's going to look at 2 chunks at a time. All right, so you get the idea. All right, so what we need to do is the first thing we need to do is we need to break the array into the smallest pieces. So we need to write a function, let's call it public merge sort, and it's going to take, oops, sorry, that should say public static void merge sort, and it's going to take one input array. I've also imported the Java utility arrays class, by the way, which you should do. All right, it's going to take one input array. All right, it needs to break that array into very, very small pieces. So let's see how we do this. So we need to store the midpoint. Ooh, I don't know what that was. So we need to break this into 2 pieces. That's input array.length divided by 2. Cool. So there's the midpoint. Let's see. We're also going to need, what else are we going to need to do? Break it into small pieces. So we need to say, we're only going to do this, let's say if input array dot, this needs to have quotes, dot length, input array dot length, I can't spell, if it's less than 2, we're going to return. Okay, because if you, like they said in the video, you can't, there's no need to sort an array of length less than 2. Okay, we're getting there. All right, now if you remember, you break it into halves first. So what we need to do is we need to make an array for the left, an array of integers, and that has to have a size of, I guess the size would be mid, wouldn't it? Well, no, it's got to have a size of input array. No, actually, I don't know. Yeah, it would be mid. Looks like the size thing isn't working. Forgot how to initialize this. Let me look up how to initialize an array with size in Java. I forgot how to do this because I don't usually do it. New, okay, equals new. There you go. Okay, so this will say that there's an array called left that has a size of mid, also an array called right that has a size of mid. So if they both have a size of the length of the big array divided by 2, then if you add them together, they should have the same size. Cool. Okay. So that's good. All right, so now we need to populate it. Actually, no, we probably shouldn't. Let's see. Maybe we have a separate function to populate it. Right, so we have this new array. So we're trying to break it into the smallest pieces. Input array dot length minus 2 return mid left mid. Okay, so once we've done this, maybe we should try merge sort again on the left array and merge sort on the right array. That will check to see if left is as small as it could be. If it is, it'll return, it'll continue. Otherwise, it will continue to make it smaller. But we haven't really populated it. So we really should populate it first. Okay, so let's do that. So we'll write a for loop. We'll call it for int I equals 0. I is less than I guess it should be less than mid, right? I plus plus. You can actually populate these at the same time by saying left I equals input array I. We can also say right I is equal to input array I plus mid, because that's where it'll be. And then we could try merge sort on left and merge sort on right. And what it should do is it should go back here, check if the length is less than 2. If it's greater than 2, it will store a new midpoint. It'll make a new left and right array and continue to do this. So theoretically, if we have an array and we log system.out.println and we log both left, can we just print left? Sure, let's just see what happens. If we log both of these things, they should only have one character, right? Because this is going to print them all. This is going to reduce them all the way down to one character. So let's try it. Who knows? All right, we need an array up here. So int sort me equals array. Let's just say 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We'll make it 8 characters long, just like in the video. Merge sort me. All right, let's see what happens. I have no idea. Whoa. What is that? Well, it's got integers in it. Those are something. All right, let's just try this real quick. Something seems off. Well, I don't know. It's printing them one at a time, so maybe it's not. The thing is, though, I can't really extract a pattern from those numbers. All right, let's just try printing one at a time. So the only thing is getting in the left array. See, 9 should never be in the left array. Okay, maybe we should put this test up here. Oh no, because left. Doesn't make sense. All right, we'll just do the same conditional down here. This is not good practice, but we should just do it to check. So we should say if left dot length is less than 2, let's print. One five nine four. Well, actually, This is left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Oh, we have one more that we need. Actually, that does kind of make sense, because we're not actually sorting them yet, we're just getting them into individual pieces. Okay, but we do have to sort them. So how can we sort or merge these into a new array? So we only need to do that if the left one, let's see, merge sort left only if it's greater than 2. What happens if it's, so if these all pass through, right? These all pass through, that means yeah, so we can do this afterwards. Okay, so we need to do a function afterwards that merges the two pieces, the two left and right pieces, into the same array. So we need to write another function. Let's go ahead and do this. Public static void merge. That needs to have the left array, so int left array, the right array, right, and the original one, input array. Because merge is when they're going back into input. So if we do a merge left, right, input array, that should be okay. All right, cool. So what do these need to do? These need to, so if they only have two values, this is not hard, right? If there's only one value in left array and one value in right array, you check to see if one's greater than the other, and then set it into input array. It's not hard. But, well, what if we try something? Let's write it. Because the problem I'm having is that, let's see, we need to place values into, maybe instead of making this the same input array, we actually just return a new array. Public static, we're going to return an array as that value. And then we're going to make, we'll return it at the end. This doesn't need this. And we can say temp array equals merge left. What warning we got here? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so if we create a new array out of left and right array here and then return it, then it'll be set to temporary. We can work on it up here. Okay. And then we can put temp array back into the original one where these left off using mid, I guess. I don't know. Let's try it. All right, cool. So, whatever, we're going to try it. All right, so we need to have an new array, and it's got to have the size of left array dot size plus right array dot size. And actually, to save us some time, we could probably just, not size, length. We could probably just make variables anyway. So let's say, we'll say integer L equals left array dot length, and integer R equals right array dot length. And then we could just have L plus R. Makes a little sense. Okay. So now we need to write a function that loops through these and compares their values and then merges them into new array. So we'll have the current index for new array be I. Let's go start at 0. We'll have the current index for the left one be L index, also start at 0, and the current index for right it'd be R index, also start at 0. So we need to write a for loop for I. Let's see, for I equals 0. We want to loop as long as I is less than L plus R. Right? It's just got to be less than the length of all these things, and then add 1 to I every time. Okay. So we need to check to see if left array at L index is less than right array at R index. We want to, so this means that the current L1 that we're looking at is less than the right one. So that's going to go into new array at I equals left array at L index. And then we have to add 1 to L index. Cool. Else, if left array at L index is greater than right array at R index, we want to set new array at I to be equal to right array R index, and then add 1 to R index. All right, finally, when the loop is done, we should return new array. I have absolutely no idea if that'll work. Why is this not working? Sign value is never used. It's right here. Whatever. Guess we don't need it. Put it here. Sure. Okay. And then this is our temporary array, so theoretically this should be placed into our input array. Right? So we should be able to say for I guess only at the end. This is probably not efficient, but let's just try it anyway. For I equals 0, I is less than temp array dot length I plus plus. We should set the value of input array to be equal to the value of temp array at that index. Because theoretically, once they come out of temp array, they should be done. And then we should hopefully be able to print out our sorted array. Manual array copy. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. How do you print out an array, actually? You can just do it. Although I guess you have to print array Java. Arrays toString array. Okay, fine. Arrays dot toString input array. All right, should we see if it works? I'm so nervous. Oh, something happened. Looks like we went out of bounds at line 52, at 38, at 36, twice and at 19. Yeah. So 36. Interesting. All right, well, we're going to need to debug this a little bit. Let's get down here and make sure all of our merging happens the way it should. System.out.print. We'll leave that there. But let's also print this. Let's see if we can actually get one of these. Arrays to string left array. See if we actually get anything out of it. Alright, so we can get it for 1. So once we get 1 out of left, and I'm assuming if we do this again for right array, it will work. One and 3. Okay, good. So we do get 1 and 3, but then we get the out of bounds exception. No doubt, once we get here, maybe because, let's print out temp array here. System.out.println string, not strings, arrays to string temp array. Let's see what that does. So we don't need these anymore. We know that's working as it should, at least getting there. Let's print this out. Okay, so it's not actually getting back. We're getting on line 54 right here. What we're getting is it's not working. So we're starting, and it's not working on the first one. So we had a 1 and we had a 3. It's not working there. So let's see. This should be 1. This should be 1. This should be a size 2. Index 0 for int I. I is less than 2. Good so far. I++. If left array at 0 is less than right array at 0, so it is, new array at 0 should equal left array at 0. Add 1 to that. Loop again. If left array, so we're getting, this is trying to check left array at 1. It's not working. So we probably need like a failsafe in the beginning here, right? We probably need to say if left array dot length is equal to 0, or if right array dot length. Well, actually, let's start with the left array. So if left array dot length is equal to 0, then that means that new array at I should just be what's in the other one, right array at R index, and then increase R index by 1. Else if right array dot length is equal to 0, this should be what's in the left array, and then we should increase that. And then we can continue with our else ifs and all that stuff. Okay, cool. Let's try this now. I have a feeling this might be better. Whoa. Okay, it was not. It finally did get to here and it still didn't work. What is this? I don't even know what that does. No. This should be fine. No, it is 2 equal signs. Okay, let's do some heavy-duty testing. System.out.println. Let's just print I. How many times does this get through the loop? Gets through twice. Well, at least once, and then goes to twice. tries to do this. Alright, so theoretically with 1 and 3, it should be crashing with left array. So it's not actually... Oh boy, that's terrible. Okay. This should not be left array dot length. This should... sorry about that. That's miserable. So this is what this is actually checking is if L index. So if left array dot length is equal to or less than L index. So if the index of L, if we've ever added enough so that we get to be equal to the left array, or greater than left array, we need to stop. Okay. Hey, whoa! Whoa! Hello. I think it worked. Okay, wait, that was just... What are we printing here? Okay, let's just print one thing real quick. So obviously we're not getting the error anymore. Here's just the final array at the end. We're starting with that. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. There you go. We did it. Whew. That's pretty cool. Okay. So we had a couple bumps in the road, but that's okay. That's normal for doing one of these. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see if it works on some different numbers. What if we have duplicates? I wonder if it works on duplicates. This is probably going to crash. Oh, okay. It puts 0. It actually just removes the duplicates completely. Okay, what if we have like double digits? Or maybe, does this work on things with odd numbers? What about odd numbers? And no duplicates. Odd numbers, no duplicates. Yeah, see, it has trouble with the odd numbers. That's something that I'm not sure how we'd fix with Mergesort. Whatever. Beyond the scope. What if it's not even? What if it's like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Yeah. So if it doesn't break evenly, then this algorithm, this implementation does not work. But that's okay because this is the first time we've tried it, and you're never going to get it to work on every case on the first shot. But this was pretty good. So hope you enjoyed, and hope you did your own along the way. And if you have any improvements and ways to improve this algorithm so that it works on every type of array, let's go ahead and post that on our channel. So that's the end of the Mergesort video. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, see you next time. If I can ever stop the recording. There we go.